Why Conquest isn't gonna live up to its hype. I want to iterate the main issue with Conquest, and that is the fact that there is going to be a ranked and casual game mode. Now, you might think normally this would be fine as it, separates the competitive players and the casual players. However, it is stated that in the ranked game mode type, there's going to be big rewards. This is where the problem occurs. Unlike Battle Royale, they have established rewards for playing Conquest and are allowing players to bring in their own builds. Now, if you think this isn't a problem, think again. Like Chime, there will be no build variety. If the rewards are as big as they claim to be, there won't be any build variety in the big variant of Conquest. Instead, you will see your support build, Jet Strikers, Metamancer builds everywhere, and that is all you will see, as people will realize that they can't just use any sort of build to consistently win Conquest. That means they'll start copying the other Metamancer team comps, and the fun will be gone. But Metamancing is fun. Wrong! For all you little verse 2 bozos, Chime was one of, if not, the funnest things to do before they added ranked. You would see different builds every time and could actually use it to prog, but ever since they added ranked, it became washed up and stale and boring. Conquest will suffer the same fate, and rewards will be the only thing carrying it. But are the rewards really what people signed up for? This is what leads me to my second point. Does Deepwoken actually need Conquest as a game currently? As you can see, Conquest wasn't even the most voted thing as a poll because people wanted more world building and world events to make progressing or playing the actual game even more fun. So what does this mean? It means people don't want to play the game for loot and rewards. And instead, they actually want to have fun. This is why Battle Royale is insanely popular and is actually one of the greatest ideas in Deepwoken. It is really fun to play and feels refreshing, but what does Battle Royale have that Conquest won't? Build variety! You guessed it! Of course you can't bring your own build into Battle Royale, but that's what makes it great. It truly brings Deepwoken back to the skill vs skill element instead of build vs build like in Chime or the soon to be Conquest. So how can Conquest be fixed? Simple, just don't have the rewards or ranked idea and keep it casual like Chime before ranked, and it will be a fun game mode as it will recreate overworld ganks most likely, which have also turned AIDS recently because of all the goddamn track stars! Flooding won't be real, and it will be a 4v4 where there most likely will be build variety as there is no incentive to sweat your nutsacks off, and instead could be something fun to do that doesn't involve getting flooded by a guy and his 10 boyfriends or losing to your average Metamancer cheese build cheesing you just because the testers don't know how to balance shit! Anyways, Conquest has the potential, but at the rate it's going, I would not expect much from it. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like the devs are having an identity crisis with the game mode. First, they stated in the poll that it's going to be an arena-esque game mode with capture points across a large map to hold and enabling victory if you hold it long enough. Now, this reminds me of a few games, and I think it's a fun idea. However, plopping a whole different game idea into Deepwoken isn't going to work as well as it did with Battle Royale, unless the devs have actually cooked and the testers weren't brain dead like they usually are. I have high hopes, but let me illustrate to you my concerns. Now, a lot of people have been theorizing that Conquest will be sort of similar to League, and I'm not a League of Legends fatty hobo degenerate, so don't bully me, but what I do know is that in a sense it's sort of similar to Valorant, and you have specific agents you can play. Now, this works with games like League of Legends League of Legends and Valorant because devs constantly tweak and balance characters in order to allow more diversity when picking these characters. And sadly, as a Deepwoken player, we know that balancing and tweaking is not something Deepwoken is very good at, as it takes a YouTuber to make an extraordinary broken build for the devs to finally pay attention and nerf. Now, I don't know if this is the case in League of Legends, however, in Valorant, the map significantly affects what agent you are going to pick. A great idea in Conquest to influence more build diversity is by having certain effects on the map. For example, one time you load into Conquest, the map is completely normal, nothing happens, but the next time you queue Conquest, the map is raining! What does this mean? Thundercall or Storm enchants will have an advantage, meaning that you might see more Thundercall builds being made and etc. And this can change for every attunement. Another idea is that all of a sudden, mantras cost 2 times more ether to cast. What does this do? It gets rid of the mage meta, which we are slowly but surely seeping into, and encourages non-mage builds to shine. There are tons more ideas like this that can be implemented to actually encourage build diversity so people don't run the same build all the time in Conquest. This is just my 2 cents on how Conquest could be improved in order to actually make it sustainable and fun in the long term. So if you have more ideas, feel free to comment them down below and subscribe. And I just want to include the rest of the fight because it's a sneak peek for my next build that I'm cooking up. Enjoy. What is butt? Oh. Where's 5-7 when you need it? Uh-oh. Did my clone stop attacking you because of the counter? How are you still alive, bro?